What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another AlpenFury construction update. I know it's been a while since the construction tour. I'm going to go over a little bit what I saw during the construction tour in this video as well. So since my last drone update, they've completed the airtime hill and launch track inside the mountain. There's still one more launch piece that needs to be installed. They removed one of the pieces of track because they are putting up the supports for the double inverting top hat. So you can see in this photo here that the supports for the double inverting top hat, the teal supports, are poking out of the mountain in the holes that were made earlier in the season for these supports. It's going to be a crazy structure. It's very, very, very complex. Actually, my friend Toaster Plus Official has been at the park a lot recently, getting a lot of photos, so I highly recommend you go check out his Instagram. He posts quite frequently, so go check him out. But yeah, you can see here those supports peeking out, and he caught some of the progress of them lifting it in, and it is a very, very, very tight clearance for these supports. It is. They did this in about 5 days, I think. So they still have not started work off on the outside. Well, now these are just the first few supports for Tower 1 that are peeking out. Tower 2, I don't know how much is done inside the mountain for Tower 2 of the double inverting top hat. Maybe by next week we'll see some supports jutting off the top of the mountain for that, because Tower 2 is mostly outside the mountain. So Tower 1, the majority, or about half of the structure, is inside the mountain, which is what you're seeing here, and then you're starting to see it just start poking out. So very, very cool to see. You're going to see how this coaster takes form, and it's going to be incredible, the near misses with the other supports, with Vortex, with Guardian. Very impressive. I tried to get a really close in zoom shot here. I figured out how to even zoom even in more on my lens, but I'm very far away, so it's very shaky because it was also really cold the day I was filming. So apologize for the shaky footage. I'm trying to stabilize it as I can. But hopping back into my drone footage, you can see they were actually, a lot of the work that's visible on the outside is actually in the station area. So the entire gift shop and exit area is taking shape really well. You can see a lot of the wooden structure for that building has gone up. The focus, according to Grace in my construction interview with her, thank you again, Grace, for the interview, was that the focus for theming was the launch tunnel, the station, and the gift shop of the ride. So these are going to be heavily themed buildings. The station is massive. On Wonderland's park map on the app today, you can actually see the turn out of the station is partially enclosed by the station. So there may or may not be a chance for some kind of theming effect before, right as you're exiting the station, before that turn. You'll see it very quickly as you're dispatching. You're not going to stop it. It won't be like a pre-show where you stop and wait like Copperhead Strike. You'll see it as you're dispatching out of the station. Maybe there's a cool audio. I don't know. I don't want to hype it up. This is all speculation. I haven't heard anything about this. The park has not stated anything about this. But the station is starting to go up, and the station itself is really, really tall. As Grace and Peter have both said in past interviews and past construction tours, the station is relatively the same height as Leviathan. Is very high off the ground, and you're seeing that here. It's not as long. It does extend a lot forward because it extends to that turn out of the station. It's going to be a very impressive structure. It's going to change that whole AlpenFest area and give it another huge centerpiece to that area, as well as the updated buildings that they're doing as well in that area. Which those ones will be a little bit more minor. These are going to be two completely highly themed buildings. The crew working on the station was actually working on the Sunday that I filmed. I was there on the Sunday filming Behemoth because Behemoth was cycling, so I highly recommend you go check out that video of it testing. And yeah, they were working on Sunday, so this one up fast, by the way, because this was not there about a week and a half ago when I was at the construction tour, so it's gone up very quick. So it's great to see that they're working on other things besides the structure and the steel of the coaster. There's a couple shots here that I found of the airtime hill and the bottom of the drop that you can actually see through the trees in that area in that park near Behemoth. So very cool to see. This coaster is just going to make a huge statement in the skyline. A lot of the track now is in the parking lot, and the track is some very interesting pieces, like the Skyfire loop pieces. It's very, like, some of these turn radiuses are very tight, especially for these trains. So the forces are going to be pretty damn good. So that's pretty much all that I can think of in terms of construction. The structure for the Skyflyer loop is still the same. They have not added that final support yet, or any more track that I know of. But yeah, so stay tuned for more updates coming in the coming weeks. This double inverting top hat will be shooting out of the mountain anytime now, so stay tuned for that, and stay tuned to my buddy Ethan at Toaster Plus Official for more AlpenFury updates as well. So take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys later.